Hey guys, what's up? My name is Eric and I'm the Techy Agent, and today we're taking a look at the brand new Amazfit Stratos. This is the new Amazfit Stratos. This is the English international version. Now, this review, for all intents and purposes, would be the same as the Chinese version of this watch. Obviously, though, the watch is going to be in English, and if you want an English version of this watch, you will have to pick up the international version of the watch as opposed to just getting the standard Chinese version. As always, there will be purchase links in the description below if you want to pick up the exact version of the watch that I have. At the time of this review, you can pick up the watch for about $179 to $200. Now, I did purchase this watch with my own money. This was not sent to me for free or with any sort of review purposes in mind. I bought this because this is a watch I've been wanting to buy personally. So I'm going to start the review by letting you guys know how this performed in the gym while I was jogging, while I was cycling, lifting weights, and doing a wide variety of exercises. And then at the end of this video, I'll go over some of the key features of the watch. Now, while this watch does have a wide variety of built-in sports profiles, it does not have a designated profile for tracking gym-based exercise like strength training, boot camp, CrossFit style exercises. So I used the indoor jogging profile in order to capture my heart rate and calorie information. And I tested the heart rate sensor and calorie information in conjunction with the new Fitbit Versa because the Fitbit Versa has a very accurate heart rate sensor that performed really well for gym-based exercise. Now, right off the bat, it became really apparent that the built-in optical heart rate sensor on the Stratos did not keep up with the Fitbit Versa. So the Stratos does have a built-in optical heart rate sensor for tracking your heart rate data while you're working out, but it is not optimized for gym-based exercise, and that was very apparent throughout every workout that I put this through in the gym. The Fitbit Versa was consistently outperforming the Stratos, and so that was a little bit disappointing, but I'll get to how you can get better heart rate data on the Stratos here in just a moment. So there is a workaround. Even though this does not have a built-in profile for gym-based exercise, you can enter into an indoor running sports profile so that the GPS on the watch is disabled, and it's primarily just tracking your heart rate data and your calories. Now again, the heart rate sensor did not perform well in the gym for these kinds of exercises. However, you can pair the Stratos with an external heart rate sensor that makes all the difference. So pairing a external Bluetooth sensor to this watch is a little bit counterintuitive, and so I created an instructional video, and I'll put a link to that video on screen now, and I'll also show you just kind of a little window here showing some of those details. But basically what you can do is pair an external Bluetooth heart rate sensor like the Scosche Rhythm Plus, which I'm showing on screen now, or you can also pair it with a Polar H7 or Polar H10 or even a Polar OH1 Bluetooth, external Bluetooth sensor, and get accurate heart rate data for whatever exercise you're trying to pair it with. So once I connected the watch to an external heart rate sensor, that made all of the difference. I was able to finally get very accurate heart rate data for gym-based exercise. One of the things that I really like about this watch is the review screen. So when you're done working out, you don't have to go to your app in order to review your exercise. You get a very detailed screen after each workout telling you all of the different metrics that it collected up to and including specific graphs. So it's really detailed and really helpful, and I really like that feature. Now, I also took this jogging, and this watch does have built-in GPS with GLONASS. Now, the heart rate sensor worked fantastically well for steady-state cardio exercise like jogging and cycling. So if that is your primary concern in terms of the accuracy of the heart rate sensor, but you don't do gym-based exercise, you won't really need to purchase an external heart rate sensor if all you're doing is steady-state cardio exercise. The heart rate sensor worked really, really well in this context. The GPS also worked really well. I was was able to get really accurate GPS information, and was able to review all of that information again on my watch immediately after the workout. And you can also go into the app and review all of your route information and detailed information after a jog. Additionally, this does have Strava compatibility, so this will export all of the data to Strava if that is an app that you use or that you prefer over you know, the proprietary Amazfit Stratos app. Now, I do want to mention, if you use the free version of Strava, the information that it's going to show you is actually not going to be nearly as detailed as the information that the Amazfit app collected. So I'll get to that more here in a moment when I show you some of the information and metrics that the app collected, but it is extremely detailed. As a matter of fact, this is just as detailed, if not even a little bit more detailed, than any of the Garmin Forerunner or Garmin Fenix watches that I've ever reviewed. One of the other excellent features that this watch has is built-in music, so you can take MP3s and store them directly on the device and then play them back to your Bluetooth headphones, and this worked flawlessly for me. I really enjoyed using that feature, not having to bring my phone with me in order to listen to music. Now, in addition to Bluetooth headphones, this does pair with Cadence sensors as long as they are Bluetooth Cadence sensors. So if you have a Garmin Cadence sensor or another third-party Cadence sensor that you want to pair this with, specifically to get your cadence for something like cycling, you can absolutely do this with this watch. So all in all, this watch performed fantastically well for steady-state cardio exercise, and dare I say it, I think I actually prefer this watch over any other cardio or GPS watch that I've ever tested before, up to and including my Garmin Fenix 5 watch and even any of the other Garmin Forerunner devices that I've tested as well. Now, in addition to jogging and cycling, I also took this watch with me swimming, and it does provide a wide variety of different swimming metrics that it includes, including a SWOLF score, and this even has a triathlon mode, so that's something that even some Garmin Forerunner devices don't have. So if you're looking to do, you know, jogging, cycling, and swimming all in one and collect all of that information kind of in one unique sports profile, this does have a triathlon mode for that. So let me go ahead and show you guys some of the metrics that you're going to collect in the app while you're doing these various cardio exercises. So first up is your VO2 max estimate. Similar to Garmin, you'll be assigned a VO2 max estimate, and you can go ahead and see your VO2 max trends. You can see daily trends, weekly trends, even monthly trends to see how your VO2 max is being impacted based on the various cardio exercise that you're doing. You'll also be given a training load estimate, also called an EPOC, which is excess post-exercise oxygen consumption. This is looking at multiple variables, including your heart rate, your resting heart rate, your heart rate variability, in order to kind of give you an idea of if you're training at the right capacity, if you need to train yourself a little bit harder, or if you need to kind of relax a little bit, take a day off, a day of rest. So all of that information is also included. Additionally, you don't have to access the app to view that information. All of this information is available on screen on your device. You can see what your training load has been. There's also something called training effect. For every exercise that you do, you're given a training effect. And in essence, what the training effect is, it's telling you how this is going to impact your overall health, and it will factor in the training effect into your training load. So if you have a very high training effect where you really pushed yourself hard, that will impact your training load as well. One of the things that I really like about the Stratos is that just about everything that you can access on the app, even up to and including the GPS route information, is accessible on the watch itself. So you don't necessarily have to constantly be checking the app in order to see what you've done during your workout. Now, with that being said, the app is a little bit cleaner. It's a great design, so you can see route information and you can see detailed information about whatever it is that you're tracking. The information that this collects for steady-state cardio exercises like jogging and cycling is very extensive. You're getting something that is definitely on par with Garmin Forerunner and Fenix devices. Again, I'm repeating myself, but this definitely stacks up against them. You even get really cool graphs, and you can take these graphs and overlay the graph with other metrics. So for example, you can go ahead and see like how your altitude impacted your cadence or your pace or speed or heart rate or stride length. All of that information information. So definitely a really cool app laid out really nicely. And this will track a wide variety of outdoor exercises, skiing, triathlon events, trail runs, climbing, you name it. This has the ability to track those exercises. This also has open pool settings or open water settings. So if you're swimming in a lake or a pond and want to track those metrics, you have the ability to do that as well. Now this will obviously also track all of your all-day metrics, your steps, your calories, your total distance for the day, how many flights of steps you've gone up. This will also track your sleep, and it is able to differentiate between light sleep and deep sleep. The sleep tracking on this did seem to be pretty accurate. It was agreeing right on with my Apple Watch, and I have an advanced sleep tracker on my Apple Watch. The build quality on this is also fantastic. You're getting a backlit touchscreen display with 3 buttons, 3 designated buttons for while you're working out. Obviously, you have the optical heart rate sensor that's going to be definitely adequate for steady state cardio exercise. The back of the device is made out of ceramic. It kind of has a carbon fiber look, which I really like. It looks really sharp. The watch does sport standard size straps, watch straps, and they are a very high quality design. So you're going to get kind of this rubber plastic design, and then the hardware on it, on the ends, is made out of metal as opposed to plastic, which a lot of Garmin devices have kind of gone to the plastic. So I appreciated that Amazfit went with these metallic kind of watch straps as opposed to something cheaper. For a little bit extra money, you can get an S version of this watch, which includes a sapphire glass screen. Now, I don't believe the version that I got is the S version. I believe this is just a Gorilla Glass 3 screen. It does appear to be very scratch resistant and top quality, and I've had no issues using it. And the screen is backlit, so once you begin engaging with the watch, the back screen will light up, and you can also depress the top button to enable the backlight if you're in a dark room or dark situation. The screen is always on, and it is kind of this e-ink color display that makes it so that it's very clear even if you're in direct bright sunlight. Now when you're indoors, you're definitely going to have to rely on that backlight because the indoor settings on this just make it a little bit harder to read than if you're in direct sunlight. Now some are referring to this as the Amazfit Pace 2 because as you can see on the left, I do have the Amazfit Pace, and there are some similarities in the device, up to and including they do use the same optical heart rate sensor and they have similar features overall, but the Amazfit Stratos is definitely in a world of its own. It is a fantastically better device than the Amazfit Pace. I'm going to go so far as to say I'm getting rid of my Garmin Fenix 5X because this is going to replace that, because I enjoy using this watch better than I enjoy using my Garmin Fenix 5X, which is more than twice the cost of this watch. So if you're looking to pick up a fantastic outdoor GPS watch that will track a wide variety of exercises, this is the watch you should be checking out. Coming in at about $200, it's a fantastic buy. So check out the purchase link in the description below. Also, don't forget to hit subscribe and check out my other great videos. Hey guys, thanks for watching. My name is Eric and I'm the Techie Agent. We'll catch you next time.